Welcome back, Kings and Queens, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Hope King, and I'm the designer behind King's Designs MD. Today, I just wanted to come on really quickly and talk about 5 things that I wish I knew before I got my Cricut. I received my Cricut about a year ago. It is now December of 2021, and I got my Cricut as a gift for December of 2020. Originally, I wanted a Cricut Joy, and I ended up getting a Cricut Explore Air 2, or Air Explorer 2, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but that's what I ended up getting. So, the first thing I wish I had known before getting my Cricut was what it can really do. And again, I wanted the Cricut Joy, and I got an Air Explorer 2. I didn't know what a Cricut can do. All I wanted to do is add vinyl to mugs. Cricuts can do so much more than that. I have gotten into paper crafting, HTV, permanent vinyl, all kinds of things. So I didn't know, and there's so many things that I still haven't tried. I want to try cutting fabric with my Cricut. I want to try doing earrings with my Cricut. I did paper earrings, but I wanted to try faux leather earrings with my Cricut. So there's so many different things that I still have not tried. But I had no idea at the time that a Cricut could even do those things. If I'd actually gotten my Joy, I probably would be able to do some of the things I'm doing now, but it would be on a much smaller scale, and it would be a lot more manual work. They have a very small cutting surface, and they have very specific tools that have to be used with the Joy. My Cricut Explorer has a 12 by 12 mat. The Joy doesn't cover that much surface. So I'm thankful that I was able to get the machine that I have, because again, I had no idea that the Cricut could do as much as it could. So yeah. Number 2 is what it does not do. Now, there's things that I learned throughout the year, like the print and cut feature. The print and cut feature is pretty small for a Cricut. I've seen videos where people use silhouette machines, and they can do a print and cut so much bigger. So there's definitely things that the Cricut doesn't do, or that I would like it to do better. Having to weld and attach and all those types of things that you have to be able to tell the machine what to do, that it's not going to do for you. And I guess it depends on what type of machine you actually have. My machine does not do engraving, and I have seen videos where people have attempted to try to cut wood, and my machine is not very compatible with that. So, unless you have the Maker or something in the Maker series, you may not be getting those features. So again, understanding what your intention is going to be with your machine and what you are looking for it to do, because it may not do what you want it to do if you don't get the correct machine. So that's one of the things I wish I had known. Again, I only wanted a Joy, so I didn't have high expectations on what my machine would do. But once I got the machine and started seeing videos and other things and what people would do, I didn't know what my machine could and couldn't do. Also, I have done some print and cut over the past year. There are things that I can do in Canva. There's things that I can do in Microsoft Word that I don't need the Cricut for. So knowing again what your intention is with your crafting and all of that, you may not need a Cricut. You may just need to know new skills on how to do things that you don't need the Cricut for. So just knowing what your machine does and does not do will be helpful. The next thing is tech issues. That's a big one. So I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, not a lot, I'm in a couple of Facebook groups for crafting. One of the things that's resounding with the crafting groups is tech issues in design space. That joker will shut down on you, it won't work on you, it'll do all kinds of things. So I don't hear that from people who use Silhouette or Brother Scan and Cut and things like that. Now, Brother Scan and Cut was one of the machines that when I told my husband I wanted a Cricut, he was like, "How you know I'm gonna get you a Cricut?" Trying to surprise me. So I started looking at other machines. I'm like, hey, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I started doing research on other machines. The Brother Scan and Cut's kind of dope because you can literally scan a lot of stuff that I think is a little bit different than the Cricut machine. But for me, I didn't feel like there was a whole lot of videos out there about it, so I didn't feel like I could have a whole lot of help if I didn't know what I was doing. There's massive amounts of videos out there on Cricut machines. There's a lot of videos out there on Silhouettes too. I didn't see a whole lot on Brother. I think more are coming out, but I would have liked to have seen that, and that might have made a difference in me getting that machine. Now, I have other Brother products. My embroidery machine, my sewing machine are all Brother, and I recently saw that a video exists. I didn't actually watch the video, where you can take things from your Brother vinyl cut, scan and cut, whatever, and upload it to some of your machines. So I probably will watch the video soon so I can know more about that. But number 3 being tech issues. Cricut Design Space is known for having a lot of tech issues. One of the things that people love about Cricut is that it's easy to use, but the back end issue is tech issues. Number 4, extra fees. Extra fees. So there's a mat for everything with Cricut. Pink mat, blue mat, purple mat. Everybody gets a mat. But there's all kinds of mats. If you want fonts, there's extra fees for fonts. Images, there are extra fees for images. So there's a lot of extra fees associated with Cricut. So if you don't know that in advance, that might come as a surprise to you. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, other than there are websites that you can use, defont.com, to get free fonts. I do a lot of designing in Canva and uploading to Cricut, so I can get some special things that I would like to use. So there are some workarounds, but if you don't know those things, there's a lot of extra fees associated with Cricut. Now, a lot of people just like to just click and be done with it. You want to pay for it in Cricut. You want to have the Cricut access and pay, a monthly fee or what have you. Fine. If you love it, I love it. But that's just one of the things I wish I knew before getting it. And the last thing is, how much I would love it. I love my Cricut. Despite all the things I've said, I absolutely love my Cricut. It is one of the top machines I'm using. Now again, it's a new machine. So I've been having a lot of fun over the past year using my new machine. But I have a sewing machine, a serger, an embroidery machine. I now have a laminator. What else do I have up in here? Probably a lot more than that. I used to do jewelry, so I have a jewelry making kit, and I'm actually looking around my room as I'm saying what I have. Because I got a lot of stuff. I have a heat press. I have a mini press. And I probably have more than that. But that's just what I can see as I'm looking around. And to be honest, I do have multiple sewing machines because I want to teach people to sew, so I use them for that purpose. But yeah, I'm looking around trying to see what else I have. Hole punches and all kinds of stuff, y'all. And in the past year, I got even more. But I do have to say, Cricut is one of my favorites. I don't even know if I can even put them in order right now because I love sewing, I love embroidery, and I like trying new things. But Cricut hands down is one of my top favorites. It is pretty easy to use. It is pretty quick to use, so I can go in. If you're a person that likes to do quick projects, you can go in, get a project done, and be done. You can get multiple projects done in a day. You can do cards, you can do heat vinyl, you can do all kinds of stuff. So That's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorites. So I hope this helps somebody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have a wonderful day.